Welcome everybody to NEGU TV. My name is Erik Rees and I get the honor of being the CEO of the Jessie Rees Foundation and more importantly, that little girl's daddy. And today we have some special guests with us, Nina and Kaitlyn. How are you guys?
We're good.
So for people that don't know, this family is such a compassionate family and they love running. We're going to talk about that. But let's first off, where do you guys live?
Near Huntsville, Alabama.
So you're in Alabama. And Kaitlyn, what grade are you in now?
Seventh.
Seventh. And I heard that you run cross country.
Yep.
Yeah. And I heard that you just recently were asked to participate in a new team. So what team now are you running with?
With the Huntsville High cross country team.
Varsity.
Varsity. So how old are you? I know I'm not supposed to ask a lady how old they are, but it's okay in this instance. How old are you, Kaitlyn?
12.
12 years old, and you're running in the varsity team for your high school. That's
Yep.
so good. Congratulations. Have you always loved running?
Yes.
Yeah? How many years have you been running?
She's been running since she was about 4.
Yeah?
So 8 years.
8 years. Wow. And you guys obviously run together?
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you guys learn about the Jessie Rees Foundation?
So I had been following, I think a friend of mine had shared Jessie's page several years ago, and I had been following the Jessie Rees Foundation on Facebook. And then Kaitlyn, she started running with me when she was 4, started off running 5Ks, and then when she was 7, she wanted to run a longer distance, so she did her first 10K.
Wow.
So I sent her some money, $10 to congratulate her on running, and she had asked, kind of came to me later that night and asked if more people would give her money for running and she could donate it somewhere. So just kind of took my breath away a little bit, and then thought about it and thought about some different areas that she might be able to help. And the Jessie Rees Foundation came to mind because I was thinking that was something that she could understand, that she was helping other children. I pulled up the website and played Jessie's story for her to show her why Jessie started doing the Joy Jars. And Kaitlyn just immediately said, yep, that's what I want to do. We want to raise money for kids fighting cancer. So that's kind of how it started.
And so, Kaitlyn, first and foremost, thank you for running for Joy, as your page is titled and your campaign is titled. So tell the viewers how much you have raised by running over the last few years.
74,000 about.
Yeah,
$74,000. That is so incredible. Wow. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really happy to know that I'm helping a lot of people.
Yeah. That's awesome. And then you also recently did a race and tried to raise funds also for St. Jude's, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How was that?
It was really cool to see all the people who participated and were helping. And it was just like you could really see how much people cared and would like love to help people near them. And even people from where they pitched in, and how many people love to just run or walk it. And
yeah, that's so cool. So one thing I heard, and I've never asked you this, even though you and I have met before, because you came out to the gala and we got to meet you in person and stuff, and that was a really special time. But I heard that sometimes when you would run, say 5Ks or 10Ks, you would tell people about Jessie.
yes.
So how if I'm running next to you, how would you tell me about Jessie?
Usually I would get to know you first, and then I would tell you about how I started running and about the Jessie Rees Foundation. And then after the race, they'd usually talk to my mom, and my mom would give them a card so that they could go check out our Facebook page or our Instagram page.
Yeah.
And it was just, that was usually how I would talk to them.
So cool. What now you also you don't just run, you also love another sport, correct?
Well, I used to do gymnastics.
Used
And
to? You're not flipping around anymore?
She just recently decided that she was going to focus on cross country because it was taking up a lot of time and both were getting very exhausting.
Well, but so you did like gymnastics and you were just decided to go all in with running.
yes.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about running cross country versus just a 5K on pavement?
Cross country is really fun because there's so many different trails and you're running against people your age, and even in high school and like during the varsity race, I was running against a lot of high schoolers. And it's really fun being out there and you're racing against kids your age, and it's really fun to be out there with your friends. And I like how it's competitive too, and it's also fun. It's like it hurts during the moment trying to go as fast as you can, but at the end, when you see your like 23-minute 5K or like your PR time, it's always like really cool. And even if you don't PR, you still feel really proud of yourself for pushing as hard as you could.
Absolutely. You would not know this by looking at me because I'm way older now, but in college, I actually ran cross country.
Oh, wow.
And I loved it because I'd always just try to find one person that was ahead of me on the other team and just slowly try to reel them in,
Yeah.
and then ride their shoulder for a little bit so they knew I was right there. And then finally, when, I felt like I had the energy because I didn't want to pass somebody, and next thing you know, they passed me right back. So I would always just kind of like save up my energy and then take off past them and stuff. But cross country is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a good experience. The culture has been really good. Like the group of kids are just all very supportive. We were a little nervous at first with her doing with high school kids, just the age difference. But they're all so supportive and just a great group of kids. So it's been a good experience so far.
That's great. And do you race once a week? Is that like the schedule?
Yeah, every Saturday so far. Yeah.
That's so great. So great. So, Kaitlyn, how does it make you feel knowing that you're, helping create this tidal wave of momentum with your Running for Joy campaign that's allowing children fighting cancer to get joy jars that are fighting cancer in the hospital?
It makes me feel really happy
Yeah.
to know I'm helping people. And it's also really cool to just see all the people who are like pitching in. And I feel like it's not just me who cares, and it's everyone else that's pitching in and helping.
Yeah, absolutely. You've brought together a lot of compassionate people to want to help, and for you to be supported, and knowing that you have a bunch of supporters behind you as you're out running. Do you have a 5K or a 10K in the future, or right now just cross country?
Well, not normal 5Ks and 10Ks, but I'm probably running either 5K or 2 mile
For cross country.
for cross country.
Yeah, they've canceled most road races here because of Corona.
Right.
So we've been doing a lot of virtual races, and then now that cross country is in place, we've been enjoying that on the weekend. So
That's
I've got
so great. Yeah. So, Kaitlyn, how many miles do you run a week for training purposes?
We run at least 3 miles a day,
Wow.
and that's kind of the average, but most of the time we run more than that because we don't really base it off of like miles or like distances usually, unless we're doing like 800s and stuff for like a workout day, but that's usually Wednesdays. But we usually, like, he'll have like, you have to do 36 minutes in total or something, and you have 12 minutes of warm up.
Got it. And you're on virtual school right now, or there?
Well, this week we're finally going back so we're alternating 2 or 3 days. So this week we go Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday, they're kind of doing half the kids half the week and half the kids the other half, and then the other days they'll be online. So we're kind of transitioning a little bit.
That's exciting. When it comes to school, Kaitlyn, what are some subjects that you enjoy?
Definitely history and science.
Oh, wow. That's great. Do you already know, you started running for joy when you were much younger than you are now, and you're only 12 years old. So you seem like you've always been a focused kid since I've known you. Do you know, like, when you grow up, what you already want to be or focus on?
I either want to be a veterinarian or an oncologist.
Wow. So somebody to help other people or help puppies.
Yeah.
And you have a dog, I just saw Zoomy. Is that what
Yes.
he or her?
Her.
Her.
Her. So how long have you had have had Zoomy?
About a week.
Oh, wow.
She met Zoomy in the cross-country carpool. They were fostering Zoomy, and we got in a very emotional Kaitlyn who was attached to Zoomy, and we went over and we all kind of fell in love with her. So now we have Zoomy.
Does Zoomy run?
Oh yeah.
Especially if she's in the backyard and she finds a rock, she's running away from you and she's running all. Usually she loses a rock because she has her mouth wide open. She's like, way.
She lives up to her name in instances where she wants to run from you when she's got something she's not supposed to have.
So someday when she gets a little older and stuff, would you run with her? Do you envision you guys going out and running together?
I would definitely think in the near future, once we get her comfortable with the leash and stuff, we'll see me and Zoomy going down the street.
That's so great. Well, I, on behalf of our family and our foundation and everybody in NEGU Nation, I just wanted to say thank you so much. You are doing such an incredible job. Your entire family is such a compassionate family, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's out there pounding the pavement to raise money for kids fighting cancer. And I truly, truly hope that when you go to bed at night and put your head on your pillow, you feel super proud of yourself, because you should feel proud of yourself. You're a very inspirational little girl. And, you know, I can't wait to see you either as a doctor or as a veterinarian someday. But I just want to say thank you so, so much for helping kids fighting cancer. Never, ever give up. It truly, truly is very, very appreciative.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. And we'll continue to keep in touch. So NEGU Nation, I'm going to be posting below how you can get behind and support Kaitlyn, her Running for Joy campaign. Her goal is to get to $100,000 by the end of the year. Let's make that happen for her so we can continue to spread more joy. So Kaitlyn, Nina, thank you guys so much. We really do love you guys. And thank you so much for all you do.
Of course. You're welcome.
You're welcome.